Hey there, Lion Eagles. It's your friendly librarian, Mrs. Kaniva. I'm here today to talk to you about how to check out books during our remote learning period. So here's a little bit of contact information for you in case you'd like to contact me about this presentation or about other presentations. I'm doing a lot of video presentations because the quarters are so short and there are so many English classes to get to. So sometimes I'll be popping into classes, but sometimes, especially in the beginning, I'm going to try and use video presentations so that I can try to reach as many students as possible, and so that you can always replay this presentation. Whereas if I just popped into your class, you might not be able to replay it, and then you'll have it for your at your leisure. And so there's my email address, gkaniva@leyden212.org. Feel free to email me anytime. And I do have a student side too, so if you email me on the student side, that's fine as well. And this is our Twitter account. You can always see what's updates are happening in the East Leyden Library, even virtually. So first thing that I wanted to talk about is that I really, really want you to keep on reading, okay? So I have this quote here, and this is by Lloyd Alexander. He won the National Book Award twice. It's a pretty big deal to even win it once or even be nominated. So he says, keep reading. It's one of the most marvelous adventures that anyone can have. So I'd like to emphasize how important it is to keep up with your reading for enjoyment at this time. I know you're doing a lot of work. And we've got this pandemic going on. There's a lot of crazy things happening. But reading can take us to new lands, open our minds, and help us to learn about the world and ourselves. No matter if you're going to pick up a science fiction book or you want to pick up a romance, keep on reading. It's going to build your skills. It's going to keep all of those knowledge that you have. And it's sometimes going to relax you and take your mind off of the crazy stresses of this world. So I know that you're probably missing the library as much as I am, but my challenge as a librarian is to bring the Nardini Library to you. So one way we're going to be doing that is through lunchtime book pickup. So if you want to get a physical book from our library, I'm going to show you how to put a book on hold, and then our wonderful Ms. Shupis, she's a librarian assistant. If you haven't met her, you probably have. She's going to pack the books up that you want, and you can pick them up just like you would at the lunchtime pickup in the East Leyden cafeteria. And they'll be there for you with your name and your ID number. It's a pretty nice service we're offering. And you get the physical books for 3 weeks. You can auto-renew them on I'll show you how to auto-renew them in a second here on our application. And then you can also check out a book online. We have an online platform called Overdrive and Sora. And so if you want to read digitally, you can do that too. But if you want some of our physical books, and if you're a little worried about the coronavirus, we are going to quarantine the books. They are going to be, once they are returned, they are going to be wiped down and set aside for a certain number of days before they are reshelved and then pushed out again. So we're trying to take care of you that way as well. So let's show you how to do this. I'm going to start with the physical books, and then I'll show you how to check a book out online. Okay, so the first thing you'll do is you're going to go to the Leyden Library webpage, and you can find that by going to Leyden212.org. I'll slow down a little bit in case you want to try this, like you want to follow along and do this on your Chromebook as you're watching. But you'll go to Leyden212.org, and then you're going to head to Academics tab right here, and then you'll see libraries about halfway through. You're going to click on the Libraries tab. Okay? So I'll slow down a little bit. Remember, you can always pause this and replay it. So if you remember, this is kind of where we house all of our materials, and you'll see some of the announcements here. Some of this is a little bit from the spring, but we are going to have, when you go through this, you may see some information about the curbside pickup. So on the left side here is a column that has some tabs here, and It's just the book catalog. So this gives us the book catalog of the physical library and some of the ebooks that are available in East Campus. So we're going to go and click on East Campus. And it gets us to this page. So this is the platform that we use. It's called Destiny Discover, and you probably have seen it because I've shown it to you. And you can look at books and you can also check them out. But one thing you have to do is log in. So if you click log in, you can use your Leyden network account, okay, to sign in. I'm going to do that now. And you can follow along with me and try it yourself. And you'll see my picture pop up. I don't know if yours will, but you'll see my picture pop up. It knows who I am. You'll see my name is Gina. And you've got your slew of books. Looks the same as it did before, but now you just have a lot more options. Okay? Sometimes if you're already logged into the Leyden account, it may already automatically log you in. Okay? So you can search for a book if you want up here. So let's say you're like, I know I want a book by John Green. I can search that way and find all the books. Well, that was weird. I can find this must just be books. Yeah, there we go. With the word green in it. So this has, you don't get to the John Green books till the bottom. So if you want to, if you go back to regular books or Destiny Discover, so you can search for books that way. Another good way to do it is to search for by topic. So let's say you want a fantasy book. You can click on that and find, all the fantasy books that we have available there. So let's show you what it looks like to check out any book that you want. So let's say that I want this, The Unlikely Hero of Room 13B. I click on it, and it tells me a little bit of information about it. I can put the book on hold. So if I click hold right there, you can see right here this message. It said that I could pick it up by 8/17. So right now that message is getting shot out to Ms. Shupis, and she will get the message. Then she'll go find your book, get it, put a sticker on it, and put it in a bag for you to pick up Monday. Okay, and she's pretty good. She may even email you that it's ready today. Okay, so if you are, I'm doing this on Friday, this video on Friday, so for Monday. But if you're watching this, she may be able to get it to you the same day, depending on if how many people are using the service. So you can always unhold it. Let's say you pick hold and you're like, I don't want it. You just click unhold. Okay, your hold has been removed. But if you click it on hold, okay, you'll see a little message up here. You can click on that. And you'll see you have your holds. And it tells you when your hold is ready. So that's pretty much how to do a hold with Destiny Discover. So you're going to pick it up in the East Cafeteria. You get to check the book out for 3 weeks, and then you can renew it online. I can't show you how to renew online because I don't have a book checked out. But if you, let's say you have this book, once you have a book checked out, okay, there'll be another tab right here, and it'll say renew. And then you can click renew, and you don't have to come in and renew it. Okay, so it'll be right back at this page, and you can click renew. And Destiny, they'll send you an email. They'll say, like, these books are due soon, please renew. So just make sure you look in your email so that you can see, like, okay, I can renew this, So when you want to return the book, you just bring it back to the cafeteria where you picked it up. There'll be a place there for book return. And just, please use this service. It's really awesome that we're able to do this. Some school libraries are not doing this. And so it's really great. You can get a physical book in your hand. And you'll probably be overtired from looking at the screen a lot. So it might be the trick to get you reading again. and to have a physical book in your hand. Now, I know that some of us can't make it to the library. Maybe some of you guys are working. Maybe some of you guys, you don't want to go out of the house, or, whatever. Maybe you just like reading digitally. That's totally fine too. So if you can't make it to Leyden to get a physical book in your hands, then we'll try an ebook. Okay. Some of these in Destiny will be ebooks, but they're few and far between. Like you might just run into one and it's an ebook. Okay. But I'm going to take you to another page that's called Overdrive, and it's going to show you how to check out a book online. Okay. But the thing is, we have, just to let you know, the collection, the physical collection, is much bigger than our online collection. Okay. And so if you think I want to read that 13B book, it might not be in the online collection. So just don't think we have everything in both platforms. I wish we did. So we'll go to the library's homepage. I'm going to go back there and close out of Destiny. And you'll see right underneath this Overdrive ebooks and audiobooks. So when we click on there, it's going to take us to Sora, and you'll see that it'll give us ebooks. You'll be able to read them on your screen. And then they also have audiobooks, so you can listen to them. So that's a really nice service. Okay, so we'll click on that. You'll see it's kind of similar to the Destiny platform, that it has some books there. And you can scroll down through them. You'll see all these books here. Okay, and they've even got them that way. So just you can see, these are the Lincoln 2020s from last year. Books that have the headphones on them, those are audiobooks. So those will be the ones that they can play. The ones that don't, you can see this Dear Martin doesn't have it. That's just a regular book. It isn't an audiobook. But then we have the audiobook. So we'll have two of that, you know what I mean? So we have two types. One you can read with no audiobook, and one that you can't. So some of them have audiobooks and some of them don't. Okay. So let's just take a look at one of the books. Any book is a good one. Let's see. Let's take, this was a one that a lot of people were checking out, the first book of this. One of Us is Lying, and this is One of Us is Next. So let's take a look at it. So this is a sequel book. So you see, it gives you some information just like the other one. You can read a sample. So let's do that just to show you what that looks like. And you can see that the chapters are there, and there is the text. So yeah, here you go. And if you make a big screen, you can just use the arrow to kind of pass through. And there you go. There's your book. Okay. Go back. Hold on, I went too far. There we go. Let me go back here. So there's that was the sample that was open. And here's a little bit more about the book. When you want to borrow it, you just click borrow. So now I have the book checked out to me. And it's just getting the pages ready down here. And then I borrowed the book. You can click sync and it'll sync to your device. Some people get the Sora app on their phone, and then they can read on their phone or tablet. Okay, and you have the book checked out. Let's say I don't want to, I'm done with it. You can renew it. See, it's due in 20 days. You go click renew. You can return it. You can send it to device. So if you have the Sora app on your phone, you can send it to your device. Mark it as done. So I'm just going to return it in case anybody else wants it. And return it back. And then it tells you a little bit about yourself. Okay? So that's basically how to check out a book. I wanted to show you how to, what an audiobook sounds like and looks like. You may, because of the way I'm doing this video, you may not be able to hear the sound, but let's take a look at Black Enough. So this is a nice collection of some award-winning authors about teens and race. Okay, so let's say I wanted to have this book. I'm just going to listen to sample. And I don't know if you guys can't hear it. It's just the feature of I can hear it on my end. You can just press play.
Edited by E.B. Savoy.
And that is what an audiobook sounds like. So they'll read the book aloud to you, and you can pace it at your own way. So either way that you cut it, okay, so you got Sora and you have Destiny, and you have, the physical library that we can get you in on. Either way that you cut it, these are two ways to keep on reading the school year. And the English teachers have still said, we're gonna try to fit in an SSR. I know that the quarters are truncated, but if you can keep on reading, it's gonna keep your brain fresh. So if you have any questions, please email me at gkeneva@leyden212.org, and keep up with us on Twitter. And have a great Leyden Pride Day.